Hello there. Thank you for spending the next few minutes with us as we guide you through how you could lose thousands or tens of thousands of dollars by listening to a listing agent and selling your rental in the traditional manner. By allowing us to help solve your rental issue, you can put more of your money in your pocket. And by the way, how does more cash flow every month and saving thousands on taxes sound to you? Well, you've come to the right place. Research shows us that most investors first got into the rental game for passive cash flow, but quickly found that wasn't reality after a few years of rental ownership, and dealing with tenants surely wasn't glamorous either. Even those who thought property management would help alleviate those issues have grown disenchanted lately. We've found that investors are more often than not extremely disappointed when they combine all of the expenses that the typical rental owner is faced with, especially when comparing it to what they actually receive in monthly cash flow. In fact, most investors tell us that they've grown disillusioned with rental ownership after 5 or more years because they don't have much to show for it from the expenses that they've paid out. The good news is we can most likely get you more cash flow every month and eliminate those irritating "this is going to cost you" calls. But most investors are more excited we can help them with tax issues they're faced with if they sell their house for retail. Research further shows that the majority of investors own their rentals in their own name, which is very risky from an asset management point of view because they're vulnerable to heavy losses if a lawsuit should occur. Not to mention the fact that owning assets in your personal name affects your personal finances, and that could have a huge impact if a catastrophic event occurs in the market like we've seen during the pandemic. Did you know that if you were to sell or finance your rental, you could effectively shield yourself from a lawsuit because the new homeowner takes on that responsibility? Not to mention the fact that people who had mortgages were more likely to keep paying their monthly payments throughout this whole ordeal. You keep the benefits, but in effect, you help alleviate the liabilities, and your personal finances are much more protected. The biggest issue rental owners face is that when they sell their rental, they're faced with a massive tax bill where they could lose a substantial amount of their profits, not including when they sell it retail. As we mentioned a moment ago, a real estate agent can take up to 6% of the purchase price. What if there was a way that was approved by the IRS to keep more money in your pocket and not lose it to taxes and fees? This is the biggest area of interest when talking to rental owners who have an urge to sell their house in this market. Just this one aspect can save thousands for an investor who has grown weary of their rental and is debating offloading it. Do yourself a favor and watch the next video as we take you through a scenario that fits most rental investors' situation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.